Hi, I'm Oslo and I am here to take pictures.
Okay. With what?
With my camera.
What is your camera?
I don't know.
How do you take pictures with it? Can you show me?
You push this button.
Okay.
What else?
How do you hold it when you take a picture?
You hold it like this when you take a picture.
How do you see what you take a picture of?
You look in this part.
Oh, you look at the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there another way you could do it too?
And look through this.
Okay.
What else?
That might be it.
Okay, that's it. That's
Okay.
it.
Show me where you're gonna go. I'll follow you.
Let's follow this way.
So, hey everyone, we are out here in the woods. It's Oslo's first day of summer break, actually, right? You just finished school, and so I told him that if he made a camera video, that he could have the vast majority of the ad revenue. So whatever YouTube pays us for this, he will basically just get it. So if you want to help him out by watching this video multiple times or sharing it with your friends or whatever, anyway, we're going to walk down here, take some photos, and we'll ask Oslo how it went. Okay. One of the things you want to do is you want to stop when you take a picture.
Because then, if we don't stop, it will just get really blurry. Take a picture of you.
You can do that.
Okay, now I'll take a picture of you. Let's go down that trail. See what it leads to. Picture of the trail.
I would love that. Yeah. You're gonna be extra careful. So down close to it too if you want.
This?
Yeah.
What's that trail?
Yeah, that's not a trail. That's a cliff.
Then why don't they have a gate there?
That would be a good idea, but sometimes you just gotta be careful and know what you're doing anyway. So if you're making a bunch of photos,
Yes.
one of the other things you want to do is think about how can I make this place feel big and feel small. So you want to think about all the little details and all of the big things together.
Okay, take a picture of the trees and the plants. Is that big and small? How would you take a picture of this mud puddle? Got a picture of the mud puddle. Come on, what are you waiting for? Well, yeah, I'm just gonna get really close to it, okay? I'm gonna get farther away from
Ooh.
close. Okay.
Ooh. Oh, look at that. Okay, so what's something you like about this camera of yours?
It's small and I can use it.
Now, we haven't looked at the photos yet, but which photo do you think is gonna be the best? Do you remember any of the photos you took, and do you like any of them, do you think?
I don't remember any.
You don't remember any of them?
No.
Did you know that's why we often take photos, so we can remember the things in our life?
Well, this camera does.
Yeah, the camera remembers things.
Wow.
Usually
Look, it's a floating leaf.
So it was a pretty fun little experiment to take out with my now 6-year-old. Obviously we've done things like this in the past, and you know, I've let him bring this camera on camping trips and done things like that. It's not like he is like obsessed with photography or cameras or anything like that. But I guess the point that I'm sort of getting out of all of these is just that these little cameras are just really, really good devices. And I think the most important part for me, at least, is that I run this in basically full aperture priority. So I have the ISO set to auto, as well as the shutter speed set to auto. But then the ISO settings, I have that set up to be a minimum of 1/125th of a second, and the ISO limit is at 6400. So you basically have to, you know, have a minimum of 1/125th of a second, which can cause some motion blur for sure, especially with kids. I don't think my son knows how to just click it very simply. He kind of does this. And so a little bit of motion blur happens, which isn't that big of a deal. And while I could definitely make sharper images and things like that if I set this to maybe 5.6 or something, I think the general user, maybe not my son, but the general user is going to be more impressed by photos that are coming out at f2. So I do leave it at f2. I find these lenses, unless they're up close, to be really sharp, so that's not much of an issue. But when you kind of look at the more landscape images and things that aren't at basically minimum focusing distance, I feel like this does a pretty good job, especially if you're looking for that kind of like film-like experience in a camera that isn't actually film. It's kind of the best way to go about doing that. So thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions for myself or Oslo. Again, I'm gonna give him all the ad revenue from this video because he helped out quite a bit, obviously, by being sort of my test subject. So if you want to maybe put this video on repeat or send it to your friends or whatever, that would definitely help him out. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you all on the next one.